Good morning, guys. Welcome to my holiday thoughts from places. Again, this year, 2014. So it was the 22nd and I woke up pretty late that day. I was feeling a little tired, a little burnt out from the overtime, so I decided to play some Skyrim to try and wake myself up, which was quickly interrupted by cookie making, which is one of the best traditions, I think, in my family, because we always made sugar cookies as a family. When we were kids, there's pictures of us going way, way back, like 1993, 1992, 1991, all that stuff, and we're all at the table making sugar cookies. We had some relatives visit, which of course Candy was more than enthusiastic, and she had her sights set on the ball. It was a bit of a relaxing evening, but my evening wasn't over because I had to go out later that night and finish my Christmas shopping. I know I'm cutting it close, it's the 22nd, but I specifically had to Christmas shop for the cat and the dog, which I think I got some pretty good ideas pretty quickly. Those are puppy slippers. And then I finished off the other, Christmas shopping with Hillary at Walmart. The next day we opened up the catnip toy and gave my 13-year-old cat the first time in her life catnip. We had no idea if she was going to care about it, because usually it's younger kittens and younger cats that actually care about it. But I think she was pretty in love. It was absolutely hilarious seeing her that playful and that young and spirited for the first time in a pretty long time. Yeah, I think it's safe to say that she's pretty infatuated with that. I feel a little bit tired myself, so I made a coffee again because 23rd and still not fully healed. It was snowing as my brother left for work. So I thought we might have actually a white Christmas. It got me excited because Christmas Eve was the next day, even though I had to go back to work. But it was good to see some snow falling this close to Christmas. Later on that night, we tried the dog slippers for the first time. And, needless to say, I was pretty confused. Didn't know what to think.
I wish you had those 3 months ago from Mark. She got the back ones all mixed up and stuff.
Candy! No.
Come here.
Come here.
She's not gonna leave those on.
Come here.
Come here.
Look up.
Oh, she got one off already. Dance for us. Come here. Come see me. What do you think? Go chase the ball. Oh, she's sitting down.
I spent a lot of time playing relaxing with Candy, because that's kind of what it was about, was relaxing with family. And actually taking a second to breathe. The next day, instead of snow, we had freezing rain, which, even though it looked white still, I much would have rathered the snow. It's better to drive in, it's more fun. But no freezing rain on Christmas Eve. when I got home on Christmas Eve later that night, we were just continuing our annual tradition of M&M's oven food, including the Oriental Party Pack and chicken wings and spring rolls and all that good stuff. We usually have a quieter, more relaxed Christmas Eve. And there's nothing wrong with that. A lot of the time is spent just telling old stories and watching over the old VHS tapes, or the DV tapes that came off the old Hitachi camcorder that we got in 1996, one of the years. And just tapes and tapes and tapes. It's really cool to look back in that, and that's why, one of the reasons I think that I love being a vlogger is that you can look back on different things, including stuff like this. Then I had to go be a little bit of a Santa Claus myself. So at 11 o'clock that night, I drove into town and dropped off a Christmas present for my buddy's baby girl. And then it was Christmas morning. Talking about tradition was a little bit off this year, but there's not really anything wrong with that, because at the core of it, at the core of tradition, it's about spending time doing things that you enjoy with the people that you enjoy. And I think as long as you have those key elements, that, you know, things will be relatively okay. Because normally when my brother's there on Christmas morning, he usually spends Christmas Eve and he's up on Christmas morning at 8 o'clock, but this time we decided to change that a little bit. He spent Christmas at his own house. And I still made the coffee as per normal. The huge 12 cups of coffee, which was all gone, by the way. And we usually open gifts before eating, but this time we ate before opening gifts, which was this weird, awesome egg sausage breakfast casserole. It's pretty good. It wasn't even too hard to prepare. And usually we're up around 8, but this was around 9:30, and things were just a little bit off from almost every year in the last 26 years. It's all right though. Candy was excited. Candy didn't know what was going on. But of course, she had to go investigate. I think one of my favorite things that I got this year was that mini coffee pot, because, well, you know, we opened the ball and put a couple of treats in it, the ball that I bought her, and it was really funny to see her try and figure it out. She thought it was just a normal ball. She didn't realize it had treats in it. So she was just carrying it around and started, instead of trying to move it and get the treats out. She could smell them, but she didn't know how to get them out. Also, one of the coolest things I got this year was this LED light for the top of my camera. So that means I can do real night videography. The table was all set up for the Christmas turkey dinner that we're gonna have later. And things just kind of took it easy. I think that's one of the main focuses that I want to focus on, is just taking a breather and taking a second off. And then my brother arrived. She was finally starting to figure it out now, by actually starting to move it with her nose and get some of their treats out. She knows what it is now. It just took her a little bit. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hope you enjoy.